Okay, yeah. So in the today's class, we are going to see the maintenance order types, right? Relevant configuration needed for maintenance order types and availability check in maintenance orders. And fourth one, if time allows, then we will see the breakdown maintenance order process. If not, then we can discuss that tomorrow also. Okay. So first thing, what is the first thing? Maintenance order types. Maintenance order types. So in standard SAP, in standard SAP PM, standard SAP PM, there are six maintenance order types that SAP has been suggested as a standard. What are those six order types? PM01, correct? This is general maintenance order, the one which we are using for our demo and all, means demo in the sense for testing and all. Whenever we create a plan, correct, and when we are triggering an order, it is triggering PM01 order. This is general maintenance order, right? See, this changes from company to company. I will tell you what might get changed from client to client. Okay. So PM02. PM02 is known as breakdown maintenance order, right? Breakdown maintenance order. You can also call it as a corrective maintenance order. Okay. Third. What is the third one? PM03. This is what? Preventive maintenance order, right? Preventive maintenance order. Fourth, what is the fourth one? PM04, refurbishment order. Very, very important process, refurbishment. Even you can check in my YouTube channel. I have explained both entire refurbishment, internal, external with subcontracting, all these things. We will also discuss that in our class. Okay. Fifth, what is the fifth one? PM05, correct. What is this? Calibration orders. Sixth, what is the sixth one? PM06. This we will use very bit rare cases, right? But still we will also try to cover this capital investment orders. This is entirely integrated with the controlling, so we'll also discuss this. But these are the main six order types standard SAP has provided in SAP PM. Okay. So now we will discuss each and every order type. What is meant by what are all things that we do in each order type. You know that in the general maintenance order, it is a general normal maintenance order. Like if anyone wants to create a maintenance order, anyone want to directly create a maintenance order without a plan. Okay, so they can use this PM01 order type. So it is given for a free usage, not with respect to triggering of a maintenance plan. Generally, if anyone wants to check or if some requirement came and he wants to create an order, so he can just go to AW31, correct? Enter the order type as what? PM01, and they will create. They will create the order, a basic simple order. But what about the PM02? PM02 is clearly, we are calling it as a breakdown maintenance order. Okay, breakdown maintenance order or corrective maintenance order, which means, let us say whenever there is a breakdown happened, correct? Let's say your pump itself, okay, your screw pump itself in the plant. This was suddenly this got breakdown. Okay, suddenly this got breakdown. The pump equipment got breakdown. So what the operation team will do in the plant, because the maintenance team will not be 24 hours there in the plant, right? They'll just do their work, come back, come back to the office and plan for another activity. Operation team is the team who will be there in the plant, who are responsible for 24 by 7 running, right? 24 by 7 running for production. So, what operation if suddenly pump got any breakdown? So as a operation team, what they need to do? They need to notify the maintenance team. Correct? How they will notify? They will not come and tell verbally, or they will not come and tell in person. Nothing. So everything is in a system wise. So we need to respect the process. Correct? So what they will do? They will simply create a notification. They will simply create a notification in SAP. Correct? So we will also discuss the entire configurations of notification type whenever we are discussing the notification part. But I'm generally saying the process. So they will create a notification in SAP. So what is the T code to create a notification? IW21. For the order, for the maintenance order, the T code of creation is IW31, whereas notification is IW21. Which notification type they will create? Notification type M2 they will create. Okay, very important. M2 is what? M2 is nothing but malfunction report. Means they are reporting that the pump is broke down and it is a malfunction. Okay. So once they have reported this, then automatically that reaches to whom? That reaches to the maintenance team. So what the maintenance team will do? They will convert that notification. I am writing. I'm going here in the column wise. Okay, so don't confuse on why I have written all these things in each column. Okay, these are all the process I was explaining about. Right. So maintenance team. So maintenance team, what they will do? They will convert the notification, the M2 notification, into breakdown order. What is the breakdown order type? PM02 they will convert. Okay. After converting the break notification to breakdown maintenance order, uh, they will in case if there is any components needed, they will perform the goods issue, right? They'll perform the goods issue and they will confirm the operation. Which operation? Whatever it is needed to resolve or to make that equipment run again. So those operations they will confirm that operation and what they will do? They will enter the malfunction end date and time. Okay, this is very important and this is very different from normal PM01 or PM03 maintenance order. So that is the reason I am clearly saying it is a PM02 is a breakdown maintenance order. Why? Why? Because it starts with the notification. Okay, it starts with the malfunction report notification. And in this notification, what the operation team does is they will start the malfunction, they will enter the malfunction start date. Okay, they will directly enter the malfunction start date and time also because it is a breakdown. So they want to capture the breakdown hours because in the later stages they will also want to extract the MTTR, MTPF report and all. So for that case, they will enter the malfunction start date and time and they will start. So the system starts counting. System starts counting the breakdown hours. And as a maintenance guy, what the maintenance team will do, they will perform the operation and they will close the end date. So that the difference between the malfunction start date and the malfunction end date, right, is nothing but what? Is nothing but the breakdown hours. So difference between malfunction start date and time minus malfunction end date and time is equal to what? Breakdown hours. Agreed? So this breakdown hours will be captured in the breakdown maintenance order. Okay. In the rest of the orders, this functionality will not be there. Only in PM02 order type. Since we are calling it clearly from the maintenance notification, so this This functionality will be there in the PM02 order type and with respect to that breakdown notification. So this is I've just generally explained it in a very brief way. Once we check in the system, we will easily understand how we're going to carry out the maintenance order types. Okay. So next third one. What is the third one? Third one is the preventive maintenance order. What is a preventive maintenance order? So the name itself saying that it is a preventive maintenance order. So always preventive maintenance order should be generated from a what? Preventive maintenance plan. So you never ever create a preventive maintenance order directly in IW31. If you want to create a new order using IW31, please create order with order type PM01. If you want the order to be triggered from a maintenance plan, then you must use PM03 only as per the standard. Okay, if the client says no, I want to use some ZP03 or else ZPM03 or else ZM03, whatever, you can also configure based on that. Okay, you can also configure that, right? Now, so you understood. So there is nothing more difference between the PM03 and PM01. Only the order type changes. Based on that, anyone, if you want to, if someone want to extract a report after 6 months or after 3 months, they will simply extract. They want to check how many orders that has been created as a preventive maintenance orders. So they will just give the order type as PM03 and check. Okay, so that is the reason we have differentiated between PM01 and PM03. Nothing more in the screen wise at all. Everything is same. Only the order type is different. Next, what is this one? Very, very important order type. PM04. So PM04 is a refurbishment order. What is refurbishment? See, even in if you see in Amazon or in Flipkart, in some when you search through to purchase any mobile and all, in in some cases you also find mobile with some less price compared to the new mobile, and they will clearly mention it as refurbished mobile, correct? Or else if you go to any second hand to purchase any second hand car, they will tell this is a refurbished car. So what is meant by refurbishment? So refurbishment is nothing but to repair a damaged component and to bring back to the working condition. Okay, means let's say the car, the in a car, let us take an example of a car. There was some problem in the engine and the car was not being used. And what the service guys do, they will correct the engine, they'll do the result, I mean they will troubleshoot and they will rectify that, and they will also perform the general service, and they'll bring back that particular car to a new looks which looks like a new car into a normal working condition. So that kind of car is known as a refurbished car. If you take a mobile, let's say there is a problem in the screen or there is a problem in its chip. So they rectify that, and they will also clean the mobile and all. They will factory reset everything, and they will sell it as a refurbished mobile with less price compared to the new one. So that is known as refurbishment. Even in SAP, we have been dealing with many spare parts, many components, costly, expensive components and all in a real cases in a plant, right? So in that case, if there is a small minor damage to a component, no one wants to throw that component into scrap because it's very expensive. And what the management decides, let's repair this. Let's do some repair process, and we can reuse that again, so that we can save the cost. Correct. So those kind of components, we will perform the refurbishment for those kind of components. Okay, so how to perform the refurbishment for those kind of components, and how to map the process in SAP. So all these things we will cover in the refurbishment order. So we have basically two types of refurbishment orders. So one is internal refurbishment order. The second one is external refurbishment order. So we will see that whenever we are discussing about refurbishment order, very very important concept, a definite question in an interview also regarding this refurbishment. They'll simply ask, please explain the refurbishment process. If some interviewer is very detailed, if he's asked in detailed way, he will ask, please explain the internal refurbishment process. And also, if someone may ask, please explain the external refurbishment process. So it is very sure question. So if you want to learn before the class, you can also check in my YouTube channel. I have posted two videos regarding this refurbishment order. Anyway, we'll also discuss once we come across this topic. Next, calibration order. This is simple. Even I have we have this order posted in the YouTube. So what is calibration order? Calibration order means, let us say you are using one any measuring tool. Okay, you are using any measuring tool. What tool? Let's say you are using SCREW screw gauge, correct? Or else let's say you are using any vernier calipers. You know, right? What for what purpose we use the vernier calipers, screw gauge. Or else let's say you are using a barometer. Or else let us say you are using heat sensing. Uh, what the gun? There will be gun which even if you go to any shopping mall and all, nowadays, because of this corona, they are first checking the temperature, right? Temperature of the human body with one kind of gun. So that gun is known as a heat sensing gun. We will also use this heat sensing gun in the plants to check the temperature of bearings, to check the temperature of gear, check the temperature of a hydraulic oil. So all this for all this purpose, we will use this heat sensing gun, and these are all the measuring tools. So at every quarterly or every half yearly or every year, let us say, in whatever the interval might be, we will caliber the equipment, caliber this measuring tools. Correct? Why we need to caliber? Even though if you take a simple this one digital weight weighing meter, if you take simple digital weighing meter, you must check at least uh, once a week or once a month whether the list count is zero or not. Correct? I mean, the default reading is showing zero or not. Because if it's not showing zero and if it is a plus or minus, then people when see that they will call that we are cheating. Right? In if you go for any vendor shop also, when they are weighing that particular vegetables or fruit, first of all, what they will do? They will reset it to zero because from that the reading weight should start. If they don't do that calibration, and let's say if it is when they reset, it is showing let's say plus 100 grams as a default, correct? Plus 100 grams, let's say it is showing. Then he'll weigh, let's say you bought 1 kg. Okay, you bought 1 kg. It highlight if I take plus, it is going for formula. So plus 100 grams as default. Then if you bought 1 kg, it will count from plus 100. So 900 grams only you will buy, right? So which is not correct, which is not valid. In that case, what we need to do? They will put it into zero. So if the same concept applies for a measuring tool in the plant or in a maintenance plant, and if it is before itself, it has some plus or minus error, right? So that is not correct. So for every 1 month or every 3 months wise, based on the manual prescription, we must do the calibration for that kind of measuring tools. So that process we will handle in the calibration order. Even if you want to check in detail, we have in my YouTube channel, I have that video also. I can go and check if you are curious about that before we discuss. That is also fine. Anyway, once we come this topic, we will discuss this. Okay, so no need to worry. So I'm just giving a brief on what is the calibration order and all. Capital investment order, you don't need to focus much on this. This is a kind of order where we will first allocate the budget for our plant maintenance, and we will take the approval from the management. It goes for an workflow. Okay. So and he'll approve, and that particular budget will be allocated to us with respect to the cost center. So that is there in the capital investment order. Okay. Don't worry. Once we discuss on the capital investment order, we will go in detail in that. So these are the basic order types in SAP PM as per standard SAP PM, what SAP has given for us. So in some companies, in some clients, they will tell that we don't need all the standard. So we want a special order types, which are their client specific order types. Let's say what are those order types? He will tell I need ZM01, right? Then he need ZM02, correct? He need, let's say, ZM03. Okay. He need ZM04. Likewise, ZM05, which is nothing but ZM01 is nothing but PM01 only. Okay. But the client says that we don't want to use the standard and all. We want our client specific order types. So then what we will do? We will take a copy of standard PM03, standard PM02, standard PM01, and we will change that order type name to, just we are renaming to ZM or whatever. If not ZM, then ZPM101, ZPM02. Whatever the clients ask us to configure, we will do that configuration. But moreover, what we will first try to recommend to the client, why you are going again with the customized order? Let's use the standard and we can go. Until or unless if he wants to change anything in that standard configuration, we will ask him to use the standard. But if he tells that no, I want to do some changes in the standard order types, then we will not recommend the standard PM01. We will ask him to go with any customized one. Okay, so that is how we will start discussing with the client when it comes to the order types and all. Okay, so now this is the general basic, what I would say, intro for the order types. Okay, so the next step, what is the next process? Relevant configuration needed for order types. Okay, so that we will see. So relevant configuration needed for order types. Okay, what are all the relevant configuration that is needed in order to perform your maintenance order execution cycle? In order to perform your maintenance order execution cycle, so what is maintenance order execution cycle? First, it will be in CRTD, then it will be released, then it will be, we will perform the uh, availability check, correct? Availability check, and we will perform what? Goods issue, okay, goods issue. Then what we will perform? Confirmation, correct? And we will perform what? Takeoff, and we will perform settlement, and finally we will perform business completion. So this is the order cycle. Wherever you go, wherever in which SAP system also you work, this is the standard cycle which we need to follow. So in order to perform this particular order cycle, order execution cycle, we need to have some basic relevant configurations that need to be set up for that particular order type. So what are those setups? I'll write briefly here. So the setup is, first of all, assign, first check for the configuration of order type. Let it be PM01, 02, whatever. You need to check for the configuration whether it is perfect or not. Second, assign order type to maintenance planning plan. You must assign, no? Without assigning, how the system understands that okay, for this plan, this order type I need to take, it need to be there or not. So it will not understand. So we need to assign that. It's the configuration. Third step. What is the third step? Third step is assign scheduling parameters for the order type. Okay, very very important configurations. So next, fourth, assign confirmation parameters. Okay, for the order type. Next, fifth one, assign the assign the valuation variants for the order types. Okay, so these are all the five steps that you must and should do before executing the maintenance order execution cycle. Without this, you cannot even do this entire process. So these are all the basic standard configurations that must be there for each order type. Even in interview, they will ask. So if he will give a scenario like this, he will tell interviewer will tell that okay, I want to create an order. So before creating an order, what are all the mandatory steps that I need to complete to execute the maintenance order cycle? Okay. In that case, we need to explain him that yes, if we want to execute the maintenance order cycle, so these are all the maintenance. So these are all the configurations that we need to perform in order to execute the cycle. So all these things we will do where in SPRO only, correct? So we will check this. In each and every screen we will check what are all things. So directly I'll go to SAP. I will not waste much time on the theory. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now slash n SPRO SAP reference IMG where we need to go plant maintenance and customer service, maintenance and service processing, maintenance and service orders. Okay. Functions and settings for order types. Okay. Configure order types. What is the T code? OIOA. Okay. So what is the T code? OIOA. Can we write the path as well here? So SPRO, PM and CS, plant maintenance and customer service. Next, what is the path? Maintenance and service processing, maintenance and service processing, correct? And then functions and maintenance and service orders, maintenance and service orders. Next, after that, functions and settings for order types, correct? For order types. Then under that, you will have configure order types. This is the path, and this is the T code. OI, OA. If you would also go from any way of mode, that is fine. But anyway, even at least I don't remember this T code, so I'll go with the path only. So there is nothing wrong in that. Okay. So no one can remember all the T codes, right? We will all the front end T codes. If you remember, that is very much fine. Okay. So now we go to the screen. This screen, configure order types. So if you see here, what we discussed, this one, PM01, PM02, PM03. So repair order is nothing but breakdown order only. So don't confuse on that. And PM04. See here PM05 there has been a separate order that has been created for inclusive of notification. In some plants, in some SAP systems, you will find PM05 as calibration order and PM06 as an investment order. I told right. So, but here our calibration order is PM06 and investment order is PM07. But there is something additional that came under PM05. So there is nothing wrong in this also. So however you want, you can modify that. It is purely based on that inner configuration. Okay. So I'll take this screenshot and we'll also copy that and enter here. Okay, so order types, we'll give the title as order types, right? And we'll paste this. That's fine. Next configure. No, configure order types. I hope this Excel sheet is also being useful for you, because the reason I'm also apart along with the class discussion, I am also entering the screenshots, right? So it should be useful. So if you go to the PM01 order type, you see here, these are all the standard order configurations that we are going to use. It will be 40, so don't change this 40 and all. If you are using the standard PM01, even though if you use any customized one, so don't change these settings and all. I will tell you what settings, all this settlement profile, all this. So you do not even in the real time when you are doing the real time project configuration, we won't change this settings and all. It will allow as it is. We will just change the order type name. That's it. Okay, this is for PM02. We'll check. Sorry, PM01. We'll check for PM02. Okay. If you see clearly the difference, if here it is 40, here it is the budget profile is allocated, open item management is ticked. But whereas if you see for the breakdown order, there is no budget profile, there is no open item management and nothing. And release immediately tick is there. Okay, what is release immediately? Means as soon as we create a maintenance order, we are telling the system that release immediately. No need to again go to the green flag in IW32 and no need to release. It releases automatically. Okay, that setting we can also do here in this OIOA order type configuration. Okay, and check for PM03. Wait, I'll check for PM03. See, PM03 and PM01 are pretty much the same. So there is nothing changed in that, only the order type is changed. So copy this PM03. This we are telling, right? This we are triggering from a maintenance plan. That is the reason we will not tick this. We will tick whenever after the order is created, whenever you are executing the order only, we will tick this. We'll release that maintenance order directly in IW32. So that is the reason we will not tick this in the configuration. If you tick this, system will release automatically as soon as you schedule an order. So that is not expecting. We are not expecting that functionality. So we haven't ticked this. Okay, next we will check for PM04. What is PM04? Refurbishment. So go back, go for PM04. This is entirely different. Huh? This is entirely different. Even the settlement profile you see, this is different from PM03 and PM01. So I will explain once we come across the PM04 refurbishment, why it is different and all. Okay, next I'm directly moving to PM06 calibration. Okay, anyway, PM05 is kind of a dummy kind of thing. It was just a what including notification. We are using the PM05, so I'm straight away moving to PM06. Even PM06, the configuration is pretty much same as PM03 and PM01 only. So you enter this. So these are all the configurations that we can do. We can change for each order type. Okay. So what is the next step? Next step is what? Assign order type to maintenance plant. So that I'll write here. To right assign order type to maintenance plants. Okay. So what is the path to go here? I will show you. So go back. See, assign order types to maintenance plants. Okay. So what is that T code? OI. What is the T code? OI OD. Okay. Path. You guys know the path. Simply this here it will be changed here. Wait, where is that? Yeah. I will copy the same path. Come here to down. This here we will need to change functions and settings for order types. Assign order types to maintenance plant is the path. Correct? Next, what is there we will see. So I'll keep this bold. Let's be let highlight this and here we will go here. See what is my planning plant AMR1. Correct? See, in my planning as of now we have only added PM01, PM02, PM03. Okay. We are yet to add PM04, 5, 6 and all. So what we will do? We'll add. How we will add AMR1, AMR1. What is my order type? PM04. Next, AMR1. What is my order type? PM05. Next, AMR1. What is my order type? PM06. Right. So all these orders also I have added here. Next, I will create transport in a new TR. Okay. So assign order types. Okay. To maintenance plans. What is the T code? OI OD training. Do not delete. Or else here I'll write TRNG. TNG. Don't delete. Okay. This is my TR. I have been captured that. Okay. So this will take. Now if you go back and see for plant AMR1, you will find all the 6 order types we have already configured. Okay, let me take this screenshot, copy here, and where is the Excel sheet? Yeah, here, paste it here. Okay, this is done, completed. What is the next step? What is the next step? Third one, assign scheduling parameters to the order type. Without that scheduling parameters, if you don't assign, the system will not going to even create an order. Okay, assign scheduling SCHE SCHEDULING scheduling parameters for order types. Okay. So what is the T code? We will check. We will check the T code and the path. So go back. Now where we need to go? You come directly to scheduling. Right? You come directly to scheduling. Okay. And you go to set scheduling parameters. What is the T code? OPU7. Okay. So the T code is OPU7 is the T code. Fine. Next. Path I am not writing or yeah, let me write the path also. So here if you enter here it comes to SCHEDULING scheduling, right? And here set scheduling parameters. See if the class might disconnect after 1 hour, no, you try to please join. Huh? It is not it is disconnecting automatically, so I will resolve that today. If this gets disconnected, you all try to join again. Okay. So again, yeah, in this assign scheduling parameters, see for what is our plant AMR1. We'll check what are all there. Huh. We have three order types, so we'll also assign for the rest of the order types. But before that, we will check what are all the basic settings it is there in that configuration in the scheduling parameters. Okay, so this is the basic configuration it is there in scheduling parameters. We will go through this also. What is automatic scheduling, scheduling type forwards and all. But before that, let me assign for the rest of the order types. How I am assigning? I am going to PM0. I am taking the standard. Okay, I am taking any standard plant. Okay, so I have for PM04 I have, right, or else I can also take directly from our plant AMR1, right? So PM01 copy as, just change here to PM04. Simple. Next, we will do the same thing for PM05 also. So copy as, select copy as, change the plant to AMR1. Okay. Next, what is left? Our calibration PM06. So we'll check it is not there. So let's take our plant only. So AMR1 copy as PM06. Okay, save this. So this is again in a OPU7 config, correct? AMR1, do not delete. So this is how you will do the baseline configuration in the real time also. Okay, done. Now if you go to position, enter your plant, you will find all the order types that has been captured here. Yes, so we'll take this screenshot till PM06. This is also completed, correct? So what is the next? What is the next step? Fourth, confirmation parameters. Define confirmation parameter. Very, very important configurations, all this. Okay, so define confirmation parameters. What is the T code? We will check. T code on the path, we will check. So, uh, where is the confirmation? Scheduling is done. Yeah, here see. Completion confirmations. Okay. Completion confirmations. Define control parameters for completion confirmation. So this is the path. What is the T code? OIOR. Okay. OIOR is the T code. Even though if you don't remember T code, that's completely fine because it's no one is expected to remember these T codes. But path you must know. One or two times if you go through and check right, you will easily identify the path. So functions and settings for order type. Next, completion confirmations. Under this, you will have define that node confirmation parameters node. Where is that? Go back. Let's take this screenshot. Okay. Let's take this screenshot. Highlighted is the configuration node, right? So enter here. Next, what is the next we need to do? Go to this node, position AMR1. Here also we have only for two order types. Huh? We have till now we have only for two order types. Let's configure it for our other order types also. So how you want to configure? Let's copy from PM03. Copy as, even in real case, you will copy from standard. Huh? You are not going to invent any new things. We are not any scientist and all. We are just copying from the standard plant and enter our plant. That's it. So copy as AMR1. Next, copy as for PM05 AMR1. Next, where is our PM06? Yeah, take any plant from PM06, copy as AMR1. That's it. Save. Okay, let's put it in a different config. OIOR, right? AMR1. Do not delete. Okay, so this is how you will also do the confirmations configuration. Okay, so take the screenshot of all our plant related configurations and I am pasting here in the Excel sheet. Okay, this will be used for your as a reference. If you are practicing along with this video also, I'm sharing this entire daily. I'm sharing this in the Google Drive, so that in which day whatever happened, you will just go and check, right? So for that reason, we are sharing this. Okay, where is that day? 15, 16, 17, 18. Huh. Okay, next. What is the fifth last step? What is the last step? Valuation variant, right? So this we need to configure. So how we can configure? We'll go back to the path first. This path, always I'll face problem with this path. Wait, yeah, costing data for maintenance and service orders. Okay, so what is the path? What is the path? Okay, P8. I'll first write the path. Here I'll copying this and just I'll change that to here. I'll remove this. Here costing data for maintenance and service orders. Right. So what is the T code? Okay. Okay, P8. Okay, P8. Right. So in this T code, there is nothing much to do. Only you just need to check. You need to check this PM0. Okay. This PM0. This you will check. And if you go to the valuation variant on the plant, right, you will check whether you have that in the valuation variant on the plant. That is the only thing you will do. Okay. Next thing is, next thing is, you will go to the next node, assign costing parameters and result key analysis. That is very important. This node you need to go. What is the node? Next node, assign costing parameters and result key analysis. Okay. So here I will write assign costing parameters and result key analysis. See, even you do understand or don't understand, I mean, at least for this baseline configurations, you must do that shit. Because if you don't do, system will not allow us to execute the cycle. So I would say that it is a mandatory thing, right? It's a thumb rule, which you must and should do. Okay. So what is the T code for this? OI/OIOF, correct? OIOF. Here, if you go here, what is our plant? AMR1. We will check how many order types are there. Yeah, we have all the order types came, but let's check for each and every order type. So PM01 is there. See, if you check for PM01, we have been using this quite a long time for our testing, right? To the order costing and all. So that is the reason it is there. For PM02, if you check, it is not there. So that is the reason if you calculate anything for PM02, it will not show the costing because this configuration is not there. Okay. So what we are going to enter here, PM01, PM01. Simply go and enter PM01. Okay. Then save this. And I am going to capture in a one more other configuration, OAOF, AMR1, Do not delete. Right? Save this. Save this. Okay. I think within 10 minutes it may get disconnected, but still try to rejoin. Okay. Next, result key analysis. Result key analysis, enter it as 0001. Save this. Same ways go and do for PM03 order also. Okay. Go and do for PM03 order also. Next, PM04 also. Okay. Next, PM05. Yeah, let's do also for 5. PM01. I will tell you what is this planned variance, actual variance calculation, all these things. But for now, if you want to complete the order cycle, just go and assign the PM01 under that planned variance calculation, actual variance calculation. Okay, save. Done. So this is how we will complete our baseline configuration. At least for the order types, this is how we will complete the baseline configuration. Then you will easily execute this process. Okay, which process? The maintenance order execution cycle. You will easily do that once you complete this baseline configuration. So even in interview, they will ask what are all the settings you will do. You must tell all these kinds of settings. Okay, at least not if not everyone. Every setting, at least 2 to 3 settings you must tell. You must tell. You will need to define confirmation parameters, define scheduling parameters, right? Assign the order types to the respective maintenance plan. So all these things you must tell. Okay. Yeah. So, uh, wait. This is how we will do the. This is the overall basic understanding or discussion of these two topics: maintenance order types and relevant configuration needed for order types baseline. Okay. So what I will do, I'll